Welcome back to the Elected Show. I'm your host, Luke Radel. Now, to judge the candidate's performance on Thursday night's debate, we believe it's time for one of our favorite segments here at Elected News, an arbitrary ranking system. Now, on today's edition of Arbitrary Ranking System, we are going to share which candidates we believe won on Thursday night's debate. First up in the winners category this week, we have Senator Amy Klobuchar. Thursday night's debate was Klobuchar's strongest performance by far, being able to go toe-to-toe with many of her Democratic rivals, like Mayor Pete Buttigieg in this tense exchange.
When we were in the last debate, Mayor, you basically mocked the 100 years of experience on the stage. So while you can dismiss committee hearings, I think this experience works. And I have not denigrated your experience as a local official. I have been one. I just think you should respect our experience when you look at how you evaluate someone who can get things done.
Thank you, Senator.
You actually did denigrate my experience, Senator, and it was before the break, and I was going to let it go because we got bigger fish to fry here. But you implied
I don't
that
think we have bigger fish to fry than picking a president of the United States.
You're right.
Thursday was Klobuchar's most confident debate performance, which may have earned her some percentage points from Iowa voters, which she'll need when she's gone for the impeachment trial in early January. Another winner in Thursday night's debate was former Vice President Joe Biden. Like Senator Amy Klobuchar, former Vice President Joe Biden had his strongest debate performance of the Democratic primary season on Thursday night, appearing a lot more confident in his talking points and policy positions, and being able to rebut many of the arguments made by the progressive wing of the party, like this exchange on healthcare with Senator Bernie Sanders.
You spent an awful lot of time 10 years ago trying to pass a bill far less ambitious than what Senator Sanders is talking about here. Is he being realistic?
I don't think it is realistic, but let me explain why. And making sure that we're able to cover everyone who is, in fact, able to be covered. Hey, put your hand down for a second, Bernie, okay?
Just waving to you, Joe.
I know.
Saying hello.
I know. So look, it covers everybody, it's realistic, and most importantly, it lets you choose what you want. Here, you have 160 million people who negotiated their health care plans with their employer, like many of you have. You may or may not like it. If you don't like it, you can move into the public option that I propose in my plan. But if you like it, you shouldn't have Washington dictating to you. You cannot keep the plan you have.
Thank you, Vice President Biden. Senator Sanders, 45 seconds.
Under Joe's plan, essentially, we retain the status quo.
That's not true.
No,
it is exactly
right.
true. Thank you. And by the way, Joe, under your plan, you asked me how we're going to pay for it. Under your plan, I'll tell you how we're paying for it right now. The average worker in America, their family makes $60,000 a year. That family is now paying $12,000 a year for health care, 20% of their income. Under Medicare for All, that family will be paying $1,200 a year.
It costs $30 trillion. Let's get that straight. $30 trillion over 10 years. Some say it costs $20 trillion. Some say it costs 40. The idea that you're going to be able to save that person making $60,000 a year on Medicare for All is absolutely preposterous.
Joe's confident delivery and conviction in his ideas helped make the case to the voters why he should be the next commander-in-chief. A winning moment from Thursday night's debate was this exchange from businessman Andrew Yang.
The Democratic Party relies on Black, Hispanic, and Asian voters, but you are the only candidate of color on the stage tonight, and the entire field remains overwhelmingly white. What message do you think this sends to voters of color?
It's both an honor and disappointment to be the lone candidate of color on the stage tonight. I miss Kamala, I miss Cory, though I think Cory will be back. Fewer than 5% of Americans donate to political campaigns. You know what you need to donate to political campaigns? Disposable income. The way we fix this is we take Martin Luther King's message of a guaranteed minimum income, a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month for all Americans. I guarantee if we had a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month, I would not be the only candidate of color on this stage tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Businessman Andrew Yang benefited from the smaller stage on Thursday's debate, which gave him a lot more time to speak and articulate his policy ideas, which are different from many of those of his Democratic rivals. And with a few more of those stellar debate performances, Andrew Yang might just end up being the wild card of this Democratic primary. And it all comes down to Thursday night's biggest winner from the Democratic debate, South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg. On Thursday night, Pete Buttigieg was the candidate under fire on the debate stage, but he was able to defend himself in a lot of stunning and remarkable ways, being on point with every response, including this one to Senator Amy Klobuchar.
You seem to imply that my relationship to the First Amendment was a talking point, as if anyone up here has any more or less commitment to the Constitution than anybody else up here. It is part of the Constitution that I raised my right hand and swore to defend with my life. That is my experience, and it may not be the same as yours, but it counts, Senator. It counts.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Senator Klobuchar, you have 45 seconds to respond.
I certainly respect your military experience. That's not what this is about. This is about choosing a president. We should have someone heading up this ticket that has actually won and been able to show that they can gather the support that you talk about of moderate Republicans and independents, as well as a fired-up Democratic base.
If you want to talk about the capacity to win, try putting together a coalition to bring you back to office with 80% of the vote as a gay dude in Mike Pence's Indiana.
Thanks for watching. This has been an Arbitrary Ranking System.